The first phase of a US-backed security plan for southern Lebanon is now underway as the Lebanese army begins taking charge of security in 3 villages along the border with Israel. The move is being closely watched as it tests a framework that is aimed at securing an Israeli military withdrawal and also limiting Hezbollah's influence in the region. The Lebanese armed forces have now started deploying in the southern villages of Fraun, Sarifa and Za'atar al-Gharbiyah, designated as pilot zones under a framework agreement that is signed by Lebanon, Israel and the United States on the 26th of June. Now, according to the US State Department, the deployment follows talks between the Israeli and the Lebanese officials in Rome last week, and it is now being carried out under the supervision of the Military Coordination Group for Lebanon. Under the agreement, Israel will now gradually withdraw from parts of southern Lebanon, while the Lebanese army assumes the sole responsibility for security and certifies that the vacated areas are free of Hezbollah weapons and infrastructure. US officials say that the pilot program is designed to test whether the Lebanese state can re-establish authority in areas long dominated by Hezbollah. Washington has warned that any attempt by Hezbollah to interfere or to rearm in these zones could undermine reconstruction efforts and prospects for lasting peace. Hezbollah has rejected the framework, insisting that any agreement concerning Lebanon should be linked to the broader negotiations between the United States and Iran. The group has not indicated whether it will resist the deployment. The agreement does not include a fixed timeline for Israel's withdrawal. The Israeli officials have also maintained that troops will remain in a 10-kilometer deep security zone along the border until Hezbollah is disarmed. The Israeli military has confirmed that it will adjust its troop deployments in one of the pilot areas to facilitate the Lebanese army's mission, while maintaining what it calls its right to self-defense. The Lebanese army has said that troops are already operating on Fraun and Sarifa, while deployment in Za'atar al-Gharbiyah will begin once the Israeli forces withdraw from the area. Now, despite the agreement, tensions remain high, and the Israeli troops continue to occupy parts of southern Lebanon. Occasional airstrikes and military operations continue, and access to several border villages remains tightly restricted. The latest developments have come ahead of the Lebanese President Joseph Aoun's scheduled meeting with the American President Donald Trump in Washington, where implementation of the framework is expected to be high on the agenda. While the pilot deployment marks an important diplomatic milestone, its success will depend on whether both sides honor their commitments in one of the region's most volatile border areas. And the coming days are now expected to determine whether the agreement can pave the way for a broader and a more durable de-escalation in Lebanon. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.